Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Owoh's Corner, my own little corner of art. And in today's stream, I'm gonna keep working on my teaser trailer. I am almost done, close to done. I just gotta do some more coloring. I finished up some coloring off stream, and yeah, I also have to do the eyes. You see, that's one of the things about me is I haven't figured out how to animate eyes yet, like the pupils and the iris. I'm gonna need a small brush for that. But anyway, other than that, I'll probably just animate the eyes like off screen or something. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yes, I am almost done, and I am so excited for the finished project, the finished product. I'm so excited for how it's gonna look when I put it through After Effects. This has just been so fun. Like that's really all I can say is I'm having a blast. Let me just share with you all this finished um this finished segment right here. That is done. Okay, that is done. I just need to put it through After Effects to pretty it up and make it look nice. But scene 5, the ending scene, is done. Scene 4, I got a bit more coloring to do, but this scene is also almost done. What else? Scene 3, I'm pretty sure is done. Like that was one of the first scenes I completed, as was scene 2 and scene 1. And then after I'm done with all this, I just gotta make backgrounds. That's literally all I have to do is just make stuff for backgrounds. And this project has just been so exciting for me to work on, and it's also been so fun for me to like, just have you guys sort of in the background and cheering me on as I go. Like this is, I don't know. I am at a loss for words right now. There's really like nothing else I can say or try to say. Is that I'm just so thankful and I'm so happy. I'm happy to be working on this. I'm happy to do this and have this as a project. This has been so exciting, so much fun. I'm trying to figure out a nice color that this would be. So I think what I'll do is the exterior is gonna be lighter. And then the interior is gonna be darker. Definitely want to. That's better. And then, Oh yeah, so a bunch of my older videos have been going up in views, and I've also been getting comments which I really love and I really enjoy. Like, and there's also been people giving me advice, and I just want to say, do not think I'm one of those artists that hate advice or hate constructive criticism. Like, I actively look for it and I actively want it. Like, I love criticism, I love critique. If you have any advice for me or a way that I can grow and hone my craft, by all means, please comment. Like, my comment sections are a place for you to give me advice, give me feedback. I honestly love it because one of the things that I experienced in college was people in college, people in my college were too nice. They were very soft footed and they danced around the real issues with other people's art. They didn't know how to actually help each other grow. It was more so like, oh, art is subjective and you gotta, and yours is good, or I don't see any problems with it. Like, no, I'm not like that. If you see a problem in my art, tell me. If you think my art looks like shit, say, hey, Amobi, your art looks like shit. You need to do XYZ to complete it. Like I love that stuff because for me at least, it started when I was new to art still. Like I had a professor, I mean not a professor, like I had like a teacher in high school and she was very cutthroat. Like she legit told students like, "Oh, your stuff looks like crap. I know you can do better than that." That is the kind of stuff and that is the kind of critique I look for. And I know it sounds kind of mean, but some people really do need like a mean teacher or need someone who sees the potential in their art and is willing to tell them, you know, your stuff looks like crap. I know you better than this. Like some people actually need that. So honestly, I won't be mad. I won't be upset. Please give me any kind of advice you can think of cuz I need it. Like I just love art. I love my art and my animations and I just love working on them and growing and developing. So honestly, I mean it. Mean it. Any kind of rough criticism, anything you want to tell me or share with me or show me, like do it. I honestly implore you, like do it. Help me. This is a community. Like this is where people come and help each other. That's what we're supposed to be doing is helping each other grow, develop, get better at our crafts. So don't try to coddle me. If my stuff looks like crap and you know I have potential and you know I should be doing better, by all means, please tell me my stuff looks like crap. Please tell me, Amobi, I've been following you for XY years or this many months. You've made some great stuff. What is this? Like, this looks like crap. And honestly, I won't even be mad. I'll just say, you know what? You're right. I don't know what was wrong with me. I guess I was out of it that day. But I'm going to strive for better. I'm going to do better, be better. Like stuff like that really motivates me and really pushes me for more. Because this may sound cringy, but I'm trying to be the best 2D animator that ever that ever lived. I know it sounds wild. I know it sounds crazy. I know you must be thinking, this dude doesn't know what he's talking about. This dude doesn't know what he wants. Like he can't be the best. I want to be the best. I want to be the best. I know it's difficult. I know I'm gonna have a lot to learn, but I mean it. I want to be the best. The best that no one ever was. I'm sorry, I just had to. I just had to say that. I know it sounds cringy or stupid, or this dude sounds crazy. What's he talking about? Hmm. Now that I think about it, I may want to animate this on two just so it's not that fast. So I'll likely. Yeah, that's definitely better than the previous frames. The previous frames were very fast and it almost looked kind of clippy. Can't believe I'm wrapping up with my animation. Like, this is literally the final steps. Like, I almost feel a bit of, I want to say, this sounds dramatic, but I almost feel a bit of catharsis to finally being this close to finish. Like, I'm almost done. This is almost complete. Like, I remember starting this project when my grandmother was still alive. Like, this is what, a year in the making? At least it feels like a year, maybe even 2 years in the making of me working on this teaser trailer. Like, and I know it sounds kind of dark or kind of, morbid, but I remember when I had reconciled myself to working on this teaser trailer. Like, I had been rejected for the third time by my desired concentration. I was kicked out of the animation program, so like I couldn't get my animation degree. After that, an amazing professor contacted me, Miss Bolds, and she told me about how I could get my university studies degree and how I could keep all the classes that I had. I would essentially be a sort of independent study. And so I said, okay, I'm going to get my university studies degree, but I'm still going to try and learn animation and hone my craft. So I used a lot of LinkedIn Learning. I've also done different exercises and stuff in the past to try and hone my skills, get better, using the fundamentals I learned in my early classes as well as whatever skills and things I learned and picked up along the way. And so, on top of my change in degree and my new classes, I was also taking care of my grandmother who was getting sick and failing as time went on. And I was caring for her, working on my college work, and also working on my YouTube channel, mainly prioritizing this teaser trailer. And so I said, this teaser trailer, not only is it going to be sort of a proof of concept for my show, but even if I don't get a pilot or I don't plan for a pilot now, this is still going to be a very good, very strong. This is still going to be a very good, very strong project in my portfolio. And so I've done a lot of world building. I've tried a lot of different things, and I'm sorry if I'm trailing off or if I'm pausing a lot. Like, this is just a lot of reflection for me because, to an extent, it's like it kind of feels as though once I'm done with this project, it's almost like I'm saying goodbye to my grandmother, which sounds kind of wild, sounds kind of crazy, but the part of me that is pushing me forward is also the part of me that was closest to my grandmother, and my grandmother sort of helped me and pushed me and she said, Amobi, you have to do what you have to do. And so it's wild. I'm just a lot of things to reflect on and look fondly on. Now that's really all I'm going through right now is different experiences and memories. But I do know at least that I do at least know that this project was not done for no reason. I can reconcile myself enough to say that is, there was, maybe there was a reason why I worked on this project, and there was a reason why I got my ideas and feelings out there. And look at me now. I'm 201 subscribers in. And you guys are amazing. You guys are lovely. You guys are beautiful. Thank you so much for the support and tuning in, checking out what I have from time to time. Honestly, I am just so thankful. And I'll never not be thankful for the support, for the comments, for the love that you guys have given me. Because if I didn't have this, I don't know where I'd be. I'd probably be not here. That's really all I can tell you. I'd probably not be here. I'd probably have given up somewhere and be working a freaking 9 to 5 or something. Technically I still am. I'm working retail, but if I didn't have the glimpse and my hope for the future in mind, I'd probably be somewhere that I wouldn't be happiest. I know that for sure. Is I would not be somewhere where I'm happy. I'd probably be, I don't know, going crazy somewhere. That's really all I can say. So I do want to so I say that to say thank you so much for just supporting me, subscribing, liking my content, everything. You guys are amazing. You guys are the best. And what more can I say than I'm just thankful. Like that's really all I can say is I am thankful and I appreciate everything. I don't know how to be more genuine, or I don't know what words I can say to describe how I feel other than I'm just grateful and thankful. And I've grown so much and tried to test myself so much through these projects and through these different things I have done to the point where I'm happy and I'm satisfied with myself and with the work that I've done. And even though I'm satisfied, doesn't mean I'm sitting on my laurels. I still need to grow. I still need to develop. I still need to get better. But as far as what I've done now, I have gotten better and I have grown. And here's the thing is as I've continued to work on this and grow and hone my skills, I do see some animation errors and I also do see a few inconsistencies, but I'm too close to done to go back and try to fix them. Like, that's one of the things about animation and about art in general is as you work on long projects and as you grow and hone your skills, you look back and you say, that doesn't look too good. Or, I don't know what I was thinking. But for the sake of completing the project, there just comes a point where you can't go back. You can't go back and fix it. So you kind of have to ground your heels in deep and say, okay, okay, like this is done. I have to move on now. The show must go on. Oh my gosh. So when this does become complete, and once I do put my finishing touches on everything, please be patient and kind with me and try not to hold my feet too close to the fire. I know I said, I love constructive criticism. I do. I do. Out of everyone, love constructive criticism. Just, you know, eh. Now I sound like I'm going back on my words. I don't mean to say that. But, oh my gosh. You see, this is why you guys follow me, because you love to see how much of how much of a disaster I am. Like I have moments where I can be deep and philosophical, and then other moments where, you know, I just sound like a crazy. I just sound like a crazy person. Oh my gosh. That sounds freaking crazy. Huh. It's done. It's done. That's all I can say is, wow, this teaser trailer is done. The actual animation part is done. Everything else can be done in After Effects, but aside from, some eye animation, everything is done. Wow. Wow. Everything. A year. Honestly, no, a little over a year. A little over a year it took me to work on this by myself and complete this. And the actual animated parts and segments are done. Everything. And I thought this was going to be difficult. I thought this was going to be hard for me to complete and do and strive to work on, but it's all done. And when I first started, I said like, "Oh, this is going to be impossible. What if I don't complete it in time? What if XYZ happens?" And even in my earlier streams, I said, "Oh, I should be done by this day. I should be done in December. I should be done XYZ, but wow. Now I just need to work on back. This is honestly, I don't know how to feel after all of this. There's still more I need to do, of course. I still have a lot more that needs to be done. I have a few more props, background elements. I have sound to collect and edit. But wow, the animation part is done. Now I just need to composite it and put it all together. Well, I hope you guys liked and enjoyed me working on this. I hope you guys, if you guys, since you guys followed along with my streams, I hope you guys enjoyed this long process, this arduous process of me just working on this animation nonstop and striving and fighting and trying my best. and doing what I can do wherever I can do it. Like this is big for me. This is I did it. I did it. I Now I need to figure out what I'm gonna do for the rest of the stream because I know I just can't talk. I guess I could like at least go into detail about sort of my, I want to say, author's notes, or like reflect on everything I went through. So to further go into detail, so to further go into detail, at first I felt like I couldn't stream. At that point in time in my life, there was a lot of, I'll say, family stuff going on. I was kind of living with my grandmother at that point. Because of COVID, I had to return home and help my mom take care of my grandmother. So there were certain things that I could and couldn't do, as well as, I was taking care of my grandmother. I was doing a lot of other stuff like that. And so in my mind, I felt like, you know, maybe my grandma's gonna say something or they're gonna call me midstream, and then it's gonna be this whole improper, like interrupted mess where people are going to mass dislike my stuff because I'm never on screen long enough. And so now I kind of wish I did start streaming earlier, and I also kind of wish my grandmother were here to see my success because, to an extent, I almost feel guilty. Like, and even though I shouldn't feel guilty, like, things like this happen. But I don't want to, and I guess this is just something that maybe I have to learn to grow and accept in my, maybe I just have to grow and accept this of myself, but my loved one's death was not the cause of my success. I know that's like a grim dark topic, but like after my grandmother had passed and I was helping my own mother and my own family through their through their distress and through their mourning period. what's strange is I myself didn't cry. Like, everyone in my family cried. My mom cried, my uncles cried, my aunts cried. Like, even in that funeral room, everyone cried except for me. Like, I was rigid, stone cold, and I guess it was unnerving to my mom and to my other family members because they kept saying, you know, if you want to cry, you can cry. If you feel upset, you can be upset. But like, I, I just didn't cry, and it was unnerving. And even after that, through the mourning period and through the highs and lows, I almost, I want to say, doubled down in my art and in my creations because I had hope and I had something that I was working towards. And so even through that, I kept with it. I kept through it. I tried to make different short animations and different advice videos here and there, speed paints and speed animates and the like, to try and keep things up, to keep myself, consistent and in my craft and honing it and working on it. Like I've changed the name of this whole entire series a bunch of different times. At first I said like Witches 13 creation stream, then it said chill with me. Now it's I don't even know what the name of this stream is. What's it called? Uh, this I've changed the name of this stream so many times through my different wanton desires and hopes and other things I've worked on. Like I said, Witches 13 teaser trailer. Let's art. Back to the teaser trailer. Sit with me for a while. Uh, Other names like that. So consistency was uh, difficult for me early on, but but hey, it got me here. So yeah. And I guess I couldn't be upset it always it always felt like my grandmother was right there with me. Like even though she was gone physically, I still had my memories. I could still somewhat feel her presence around me. So I couldn't cry or be sad. But I will say that, you know, once I graduated and got my degree, I didn't feel her leave, but it's more so like it felt like she was, beginning to drift. Like she was becoming satisfied. And so now, as I gear towards the completion of this teaser trailer, it's almost like not like she's going to be gone, but maybe after this, she'll say, you know what, Moby, you got this, or whatever. I don't know. Maybe she'll never leave, but I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just rambling at this point. There's just a lot for me to process because I fought hard and I strived hard for this, to do this. And so now that I've achieved it, now that I've done it, now that I have this and am this close, it's just a wild feeling. That's all I can say is this is a wild feeling, and like I said, I don't know what's gonna happen next. I do not know what is gonna come for me next. I don't know anything, but I am excited for it. I can say that is that I am definitely excited for whatever happens next after this. I do think I should condense some of this stuff, like maybe put some of these scenes like in nested layers and folders, so it's not too condensed or overwhelmed or whatever. So, now that the big segments of animation are done, like the bodies, the different effects, I just need to animate some eyes here and there. Afterwards, what I'm gonna do is solely focus on the backgrounds and the different assets and background what was I gonna say? The different background assets and stuff like that. Then I want to put everything through After Effects, composite it, add different details and effects, some blurs, offsets, different stuff like that. Make it look, pretty and presentable. And then I just need to put audio through because there is stuff like wind, wind sound effects, different cars, horns blaring, magic sound effects as well, stuff like that. And I can composite my animation through After Effects, but when it comes to things like audio mixing and stuff like that, I definitely want to do that with Premiere Pro. And I also might like play with vibrancy and stuff like that because I don't want this to be too technicolor and too vibrant. So then it becomes an eyesore. So I'll likely either play with like the mid tones and high tones in Premiere Pro, or I'll try to do something with that in After Effects. Wow, this project is wrapping up. This project is really wrapping up, and I'm excited because I've been sketching. I've been working on I've been working on like different stuff, world building in my free time while I animate where I can and draw where I can. I'm also working on a new banner for my YouTube channel. I'm also working on other animation exercises that are gonna be completed after this. I'm just so excited. This is so fun, and this has been so exciting to share and talk about and just contemplate. And someone new just subscribed. Hello, 202 subscribers. Thank you for stopping by Owoh's Corner, my own little corner of art. And thank you for tuning in to my live stream. For those of you who are new or who don't know, I stream on Tuesdays and Fridays. Because I work Tuesdays, my streams have to be about an hour long. But because I work on Fridays, that gives me more time to, you know, stream longer and pad for time and talk to you guys and not feel too rushed. So how are y'all doing? How's it going? As I say while I take a sip of my coffee, that is cold right now, but it's still good. Seems I got a call. One moment. So sorry. I just wanted to make sure that my. So sorry about that. Um, I just got a call about a job opportunity, and I sent my resume. I sent some more information, and hopefully, I they get back to me with some positive news. While things are already looking up, it is in Research Triangle Park though, so I'm either gonna have to get a car, fix up the car I have, or see if a bus will take me to Research Triangle Park. Either of those will do, but as far as right now, honestly, things are. Wow, it's like as soon as I finish this animation, I get calls and I get like emails, and this must be a sign. I'm feeling pretty good right about now. And I'm not trying to gloat or anything, but like it does to me feel like all of the hard work and all the striving that I've done is finally getting me somewhere. And I'm excited, I'm happy for it. And again, it's just that catharsis. It's just that feeling that things are going good. And I'm happy and I'm excited to see where this is all gonna go. Like and and I'm definitely gonna keep up with my YouTube channel. Like just because I start some new job or some different job doesn't mean I'm gonna quit or anything like that. I'm gonna keep up with YouTube because y'all were my first supporters. Like next to my actual family, you guys saw potential in me and you subscribed and you watched my videos. And again, I just want to say thank you again for all of that. Thank you for supporting me and thank you for seeing something in me that took me a while to see in myself and pushing me forward even when I faltered or second guessed myself or fell. So, what's next for me after this project? Like I said, after I finish this project, I'm gonna be working some more on some different test animations and rough drafts, stuff like that. I'm also gonna work on and plot out my what's it called? I'm gonna be planning and plotting out the script for my teaser trailer, trying to make sure that everything looks perfect, put together, looks nice. Gonna be working on some character designs. I'll be working on a few character sheets of different characters and concepts I've come up with. A few different main characters. Definitely want to work more on the villains because it's the characters, it's the main characters and their backstories that I've sort of put the most effort into, whereas I've kind of forgotten their villains. A lot of character and emotion comes from the eyes. Like, that's just something I've noticed is, as I've saved or as I've held off certain things for the last, I sort of recognized or realized that there is some passion and almost emotion missing because I haven't drawn the eyes or drawn certain aspects yet. And that's partially because I kind of don't know how. Like, I don't know if I'm supposed to separate the eyes like I do all other aspects of animation, or if I can get away with animating it all on one layer. Because with things like eyes, I have the pupil, I have the iris color, in case that eye has some shading to it or whatever. Then I also have like the lens glare or like the light glare in the eye, which is like pretty much I have a lot of stuff to think about. So I don't know if I'm going to dedicate separate layers to each aspect of the eye or if I want to almost downsize it and only focus on and only animate or work on certain areas. Because if it's the former, and if I draw everything on individual layers, then that's going to be more time on this project where, yeah, it may look good, but in that same vein, will I just be padding for time installing? Or if I do the latter and draw the iris, the pupil, everything on one layer, can it maintain its quality or will I hurt my project overall by doing that? So there are definitely decisions and choices for me to make, which it has to be done. I have to work on this, complete this, do this. Some stuff to think about, some other stuff to do. And I'm kind of tempted. I definitely have to go back and delete a few of these rough animation scenes just to clean things up and to make things look better. more presentable and just not as scrappy or bad looking. Like I have this to delete. This segment needs deleting. Let's see here. There was another segment with the hair tie. Yeah, this was a rough, so this needs to be deleted. Just going back and doing some cleanup because as I delete these different roughs and these different segments that are over with, done, completed, it's actually going to clear up on some storage space on this file because one of the things that I want to avoid is having my work file be so big that it halts or slows my production or it hurts something or undoes something. Like that is another thing that really needs to be addressed and looked at carefully is how big your files are. Because even though the software and your computer can handle big files, in that same vein, you don't want to make it too big because then you won't be able to make as many strides or as many developments as you need to or want to. But essentially, these different states, these rough animations, these different segments served a purpose in their time. I needed them so I could get a rough idea of what I wanted my animation to look like. Oop, did not mean to close that. I meant to empty my history. It was scene components. Clear history. So I already completed this city right here. This is actually in a different file. I need to go back and work on that. I'm just gonna reuse assets from scene 1 because it's still in the same angle. Scene 5 is good. Scene 1, I have these different buildings and elements. And what's gonna happen is there's gonna be this pan, and I'm gonna have to draw and animate all that. So a lot of stuff for me to do, but what the heck? Yeah, like even looking back, like My character models have definitely gotten better. Like how I draw heads have gotten better. How I've drawn faces have definitely gotten better. My proportions and everything. How I draw and animate hair because this right here is when I first started, and this right here is closer towards the end. This is definitely more consistent. There's still a bit of a tiny bit of inconsistency here and there, but for the most part, I have gotten better. And like even in my latest animation that I've done, that magic fight rough animation I did, that has way more character model consistency, which is what I'm definitely proud of. And so what I want to do is make another colored full animation. And this is going to be later. I'm already working on one right now, but I'm rambling. I'm getting off topic. I'm already working on one right now, but I am working on a future animation to help me with my consistency because that's one of the big things that I need work on. Like, if you give me infinite time, I can animate a good action scene. If you give me enough time, like, I can make a wonderful and beautiful scene with like magic sigils and floating islands and stuff like that. If I have like the time to dedicate to it. But one thing that I really need to work on is my consistency, my shape consistency, and my proportions. Once I get that down packed, I'll be good. I'll be set. Once I get proportions and consistency down packed, I'll be done. You guys can ship me off and send me to the freaking animation mill. And I'll just be like in my office or in my cubicle working for hours on end. Like, you don't even have to pay me overtime. I just be loving it so much. I shouldn't say that, but it's the truth. Like, I just love animating so much. I'm just taking a second to look over my animation. There's really nothing more I want to animate or do right now because it would just be boring. Because to see everything be practically done, but just me do like cleanup stuff or me do slight fixes and recorrections here and there would be, at least I feel it would be boring. So I'm just gonna hold off on that for now, and I'll likely work on some other stuff. But everything is coming to an end. Everything is coming to its close, and I am both excited and saddened by this. Excited and saddened. But it's okay because there will be more projects. There will be more live streams. There will be more things that I work on and I do. It's just for right now this particular project is coming to a close and that's okay. That's just what happens in life. And who knows, you know what? You guys might get to see me composite. Like I might boot up my stream and you'll see me composite and then you'll see me fail at using After Effects because it's so difficult for me. But it's okay. It's all good. Such is life. I might host some writing streams in the future where I'm brainstorming on different elements to use and different research I do while I create and while I create my world and different fact check things and stuff like that. It's also interesting because I'm making a show or like I'm making something that is going to be a show. And I think I've padded for time for too long. I don't want to waste you guys' time. You guys are probably tired of me and sick of me and just saying like this guy isn't doing anything in the stream already. I don't want to hold you guys for too long. Like I'm really trying to push for that 2 hour mark, but I just don't think I'm gonna get to it. So yeah, sorry, but I guess I'm cutting the stream to an end. Gonna take a small break, maybe get a quick snack or something, and then come back and like do some art and do some designs on my off time. Oh yeah, speaking of my off time, I need to finish recreating my banner, which includes my new logo. I also want to make business cards because I do plan on sharing business cards for my. I do plan on sharing business cards when I go to ECGC, which is going to be pretty awesome, pretty cool. What else? Huh. I have a lot on my plate. You see, that's why they say an idle mind makes for the devil's playground. Like, I I stay busy with hundreds of things I got to do. Um, so let me just list it out: banner, business cards, backgrounds for my teaser trailer. Uh, I'm working on a new video as well. I want to make a video on networking as an introvert because despite how I act on stream, I am an introvert. Being an introvert is not something that you just grow out of or you have to learn to break. Like you stay an introvert. Anyway, networking as an introvert slash networking as a genuine as as a genuine person. Um, what else do I got to do? There's also a few house chores that need to be done today, and some laundry that needs to be done. So honestly, I stay as a busy person, even when I'm not at work. It's like work is just a way for me to make money. My real job and my real passion is here. Yeah, that's a dangerous thing to say. I'm glad my coworkers don't check out my streams because yeah. So my video, I need to gather footage for my video. I also need to make a script, but essentially how it goes is that because people are introverts tend to be more humble, quiet, soft spoken, patient. And me personally, I found it difficult to network because to me it felt like I was taking advantage of people, or it felt like I was trying to networking when I was younger at least. Networking to me felt like I was manipulating people and using people, and I just didn't like the concept of it, which is why instead of networking to get a job, you should network to spread your name. Essentially, just say, hi, my name is XYZ. I draw, I animate. Then you can like give them a business card, show them samples of your work, or share your social media. Like because I take my sketchbook to work and I'm drawing on different stuff, people say like, "Oh, that looks cool," and then they'll ask me for my Instagram or they'll ask me for my YouTube channel. I give them that, and then I get a few views from it, or I get a new subscriber or two, or they shared me with someone, and so that's kind of how I've been able to grow to an extent in YouTube is because I've networked in real life and I've shared with people my skill sets, my loves, and my passions. And like I rarely hide anything. Like I tell people my projects, I say, hey, working on a video, hey, I'm working on a teaser trailer, hey, I'm working on a show, I'm doing XYZ. Because it gets across the message that this isn't just something you're doing for fun, but this is something that you're serious about and you're actively working towards. And when people see that, it gets them drawn towards you. And this is something that my great aunt told me is you shouldn't go to other people, you should have people come to you. And my great aunt is awesome. She is so nice and kind. Like she reminds me so much of my grandmother. But essentially she is right as to where don't follow fads. Don't try to follow the next big issue or the next hot topic to get, a big surge or uptick in views. Just stay consistent and true to yourself and true to your brand. So that's what I do. That's what I try to do. I don't try to follow fads or anything. I just, anything that comes to my mind, I make a video on it or I live stream. And you guys certainly love my stuff because I'm still growing in views and you guys love me. I don't mean to say that as like a pompous way, but like you know what I mean. Like I try not to follow. I just try not to follow drama. Like I don't like drama. I don't like talking about folks. Yeah, I shouldn't say I don't like talking about folks because I be talking about how much I hate my job, but it's more so like I try not to get into internet drama because once I open the door and talk about folks or talk about, how this person did something wrong or that person is problematic, then that opens the door for that person to talk about me. And I just don't like it. I just don't want to do it. So I found my channel off of, you know, just come in, sit down for a little while, let's talk. I'll tell you how my day is going. If you want to text in the chat how your day is going and talk to other people in my community, then so be it. If you want a short reprieve and see some nice animations, then so be it. And this is just, I'm just making a channel to where people can calm down, relax, and not have to worry about anything. Not get worked up. Sometimes we just need silence. Sometimes we just need to chill out. And that's what I like to do, is just give people the chance, give people the opportunity to chill out. Dang, I really did pad for my freaking hour of time, didn't I? I'm either close to 2 hours or what, just by talking. You see, when I'm just my unapologetic self and my genuine self, the time just naturally goes by. But I do hope you enjoyed this stream. I do hope that whoever's watching, you manage to unwind and calm down and just enjoy your show for a little while. And those of you who are fans or who watch me consistently, I do hope that you are happy and excited for the project that I've done, for the progress that I've made, and how slowly but surely and effectively this project is coming to a close. And stay tuned for the final project, for the final product. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share. I love comments. I love feedback. Any advice you can give me, I'll take it. I actively look for it. I actively search for it. Leave comments. Even if you want to tell me in the comments, hey, this is shit, do better. Or, hey, have you tried doing XYZ? I will leave a heart and I'll say thank you so much. I needed that. I needed that motivation. I'm getting off track again. Like, comment, subscribe, share even. Links to my other social media are below. My Instagram, my Twitter, even though I barely use it. I also have a Patreon, a Buy Me a Coffee, and I also have a Fiverr account. So if you want me to work on an animation for you, or edit a video, or if you want a piece of art, then contact me through there. Anyway, this has been Owoh's Corner, my own little corner of art, and I'll see you corner creeps in my next video or live stream.